Hey, Mark.
Hey, Chip.
We're in a different location now. So you're the festival king. You know more about festivals in Ireland than anybody else.
I don't know, maybe.
What are the most interesting festivals? You've got 721 on your app.
Yeah.
So what are the best, not the best, but what are the most interesting or eclectic festivals?
It's tough because there's so many different types of festivals: walking festivals, comedy festivals, food festivals, festivals of every shape and description. One that I really like that's happening soon is the Random Acts of Kindness Festival.
I've heard of that one.
In Clonakilty in County Cork.
A young guy started that, didn't he?
Well, what happened was they had floods there last year, and they got hit badly in May. A lot of the places in the town flooded. So there was a group of people in an organisation called Macra na Ferma, which are young people. It's kind of a club for young people who live in rural areas or on farms. It means sons of the land, Macra na Ferma in Gaelic. And what they did, they decided that people needed a little bit of a boost. They needed to be made happy. So they decided that on this one weekend, every year, that they would perform random acts of kindness around the town. And when I went there last year, I drove down in my van, and I got out of my van, and this guy came up to me, shook my hand and said, "Would you like to have your van washed?" And I said, "Yeah." And he gave me a voucher for the local car wash, and then he walked away. And just all weekend there was people being really nice to each other.
Wow, it's a karmic festival.
It is, yeah. Well, it's like what the world should be like.
Yes.
And for just one weekend in West Cork, a beautiful part of the world, they make it into Eden. You know, it's a perfect part of the world. There's one that I think you might be going to, Lisdoon Varna, the matchmaking festival.
Talk about that. Yes.
It's like Ayia Napa for cultures. It's like party central for rural types. It's
what we call in the United States rednecks. Is that what?
Exactly. Yeah, like it's a hoolie for rednecks, but it's unashamedly about enjoying yourself and not about being image conscious. Just throwing yourself into the heart of the madness, based on an old festival where they used to find wives for farmers, and they still have that matchmaking.
So the matchmaking. So tell me about the matchmaking part of it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
There's a guy, Willie Daly, he's like
the matchmaker.
Yeah.
It's kind of a seventh son of a seventh son thing. It's a skill that these people have to be able to find somebody and find their perfect match for them. So before online dating, there was Willie Daly and his type, and they set people up and they got married, and people still go. But you see, when you talk to people at the matchmaking festival, you'd say to them, "Are you here to have your match made?" And they go, no. But if something happened, I'd be open to it. So they don't admit it readily. But I talked to some girls who were there, and I said, "Is it a bit intimidating having old men come up to you and be kind of dirty?" And they said, "No, it's great fun." So it should have a kind of a seedy atmosphere, but it doesn't. It's wonderfully deranged.
Give us one more. One more.
One of the festivals walking festivals. It's not just one festival.
I don't think of festival like walking festivals as being a festival, but explain.
Yeah, and it's a nice balance that when you do go to Lisdoon Varna and you're drinking for a weekend, it's nice to have a walking festival at the end of it to look forward to. And they actually have one down the road in Fenor. And a walking festival we have walking clubs all around Ireland that bring people up the mountains and bring people around lakes and beautiful areas in each county. And every weekend, each different club will have a walking festival, usually around the summertime, to promote their area, and they will lead walks to the most scenic, the most beautiful areas. So you get to meet people from all around Ireland, from all different walks of life, and you also get to experience the beautiful places where they lived. And I never experienced walking festivals till I started going around to 3 festivals every week for a year, and they were one of my highlights.
183 festivals.
183.
You thought it was going to be just 3 a week, and that's actually 183 is more than 3 a week.
Yeah, there were some you just couldn't not go to. It's a difficult job, as I imagine you're finding it.
Yes. Well, you and I are soul brothers. It's so great to visit you here in Dublin, and to help tell your story around the world. So thank you, Mark. Thanks for helping people to see how important festivals are.
My pleasure, and bon voyage.
Thank you.